Hi there, I'm Stace from A Healthy Mum. Today I want to show you how I make a mango fruit leather. It's really simple. I have my Vitamix here, so just have a look at that, and then I cut up my mangoes. What you're after is just really the flesh. So I just cut the cheeks off and then the sides. Trying to get, I guess, as much mango flesh as you can away from the seeds, and just scoop it in to the Vitamix. The reason you want to be doing these in a blender is because you need the actual fruit leather to be a really smooth consistency. Not just for taste, because it's going to taste a lot nicer than having chunks in it, but it's also going to make sure that when you're actually dehydrating it, that it all sets at the same time, and that there isn't any chunks that are left in there, because that could lead to mold, and you won't be able to store them as long. And it also just doesn't taste great if you're going to eat the fruit leather and it's just got some chunky bits in there. So just finishing off there with the second mango. You can put as many or as little fruit as you want into these. I find that 2 sets pretty well on the size tray for my dehydrator that I use, and it makes about probably 10 or so fruit leathers. So that's really it. I'll eat the rest of those mangoes later on. Pop the lid on. And whiz it. That's it. I often make these too with a little bit of mint in them. They're really lovely. Or you can use a whole heap of different fruits or vegetables. In my cookbook, A Healthy Lunchbox, I make a really lovely one with rhubarb and vanilla bean. So that's worth getting your hands on. To make the leather, you need a lined tray. As I said before, I'm making mine in a dehydrator, but if you'd like to make it in the oven, it's exactly the same process. Just grab out a tray and line it with greaseproof paper, and you simply just pour it on the tray. I like to pour mine around in a bit of a ring, get out to the sides of it. Reason being is that I'm going to be making this liquid really, spreading it quite thin, and it's just a lot easier if you put it out to the edges. That's it there. And I give it a shake just to get it started, and also because I'm a bit lazy. And you're just trying to get it into being a really thin leather. You want it to be probably about 4 to 5 mils thick, but don't be too precious with that. The only thing you really want to be precious with is just making sure that it is level. And that's why using one of these spatulas is great, and just giving it a shake every now and then. Gosh, they smell good, mangoes, don't they? Yeah. Alright. I think that's pretty good. So the next part is that I put that into the dehydrator. The dehydrator goes down to different temperatures. The one for this to make the leather is on 57 degrees. If you're doing it in the oven, you probably want it on about 60 degrees. And just every so often open it just to make sure that any evaporation's getting out. Or if you're doing it overnight, just put a spoon or something in the oven just so that the air is getting out. And once it's done, it looks like this. So this is one that I made earlier. As you can see, it's got a really nice shine to it. Reason being is that's the sugar from the fruit, and it's all nice and level. And you basically, to make it up, you just pull it off the non-stick paper, just like this. And there it is. the fruit leather. So to serve it, the way that I like to do it for my little babe is that I cut a piece of greaseproof paper and then just push that over the fruit leather so that it basically goes to that, and then I just cut it into thin lines like this, and then I roll it up. Now that greaseproof paper, the reason why you're doing that is so that the actual fruit leather doesn't stick. You can cut them into any sizes that you want. This is a really long fruit leather, but you cut them into little squares and then just finish it off with a little bit of ribbon just to tie it up. And then I store those in the fridge. So this one would probably make about 15. Now that's 15 at this size fruit leathers. So if you wanted them a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger, whatever it is, they'll keep for quite a long time in the fridge. I get at least 4 weeks out of them, but it is very rare for them to last that long. So give it a go. Check out what fruit's in season and save yourself some money. Get going with those fruit leathers. If you'd like any more of my recipes, sign up to my newsletter on ahealthymum.com. Thanks. Bye.